And I took these from John. These are gifts that I think kind of sum up like this talk today, right? We want to study in the wild and live in the jungle. Okay. So the top left, this is, I would consider this like zoo practice, right? Stick handling around an inanimate object, right? It's working on technical and physical abilities, but there's no decision making, right? The problem in that drill is just not realistic, right? The problem's on the ice. It's never changing. There's no real decision making. Every rep is the same. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just, I don't think it would transfer as well based on the research we've read. The top right GIF is a really, really simple zone tag game. And that's the World Junior Camp. That's jungle practice, right? The problem is changing every time and at all times, right? You have to be aware of the player you're playing tag with, the net, the blue line. Like you could add more players, you could add pucks. And then that middle GIF, that's the game. That's what we're after. That's the wild. Okay. This is what we're going to be studying. And that's where we're going to be designing our drills around. And if you look at these three GIFs, like which ones do you think are the most similar?
The middle and top right.
Middle and top right. What if we added a puck to that top right one? Would that be even more similar? Like even the crossovers, the movement, like the goal, like you're trying to elude someone. It is as I wouldn't say as similar as you can get, because there's things we can do to make it even more similar, but it's so much more similar than the other one. And I'm not saying that drill on the top left is to work on walking the blue line. It's not, but the concept would apply if you just had those objects at the blue line, right? It's just not the same. I like having these three on the same slide because it's just easy to look at them and compare, and then to think about, okay, well, what is most similar to the game? And if the top right is the most similar to the game, then we got to do more of that in practice. That's what's going to transfer. So we got to do that. That's what our practices are going to be about. And we're going to inform those practices based on what's in the middle, right? Based on the actual game and what we see in video.